Hello everyone, this is Knowing God by J.I. Packer, book review for chapter 13, The Grace of God. The word grace has many different meanings, and the ESV version of the Bible has many different way of rendering it. Thank, gracious, gift, and most of them are translated as grace. Based on Lexham Theological Word Book, the definition of grace is in this way: favor, kindness, gracious deed or gift. Please note that gift is something that we don't achieve. We're receiving gift from someone else. And it says the noun can refer to a disposition of goodwill resulting in a beneficent act or the act itself. And knowing that grace of God is something that we cannot achieve on our own, Paul made a statement in 1 Corinthians chapter 15, which deals with the subject of resurrection. He said this: "By the grace of God, I am what I am." In the following verses, he said he worked really harder than anybody else, but he said it's all from the grace of God. And he said, because of that, I worked hard. And J.I. Packer is saying this: unfortunately, there do not seem to be many in our churches who actually believe in grace. This is really disheartening statement because we use the word grace all the time in our daily conversations, especially at church. But not many people actually understand what it means to have God's grace upon their lives. Let's continue. And there is some misunderstanding or other belief system teaching otherwise. It says this: God is somehow obliged to love and help us, although we do not deserve it. That's the very definition of grace, they say. That is partially true because the grace of God is something that we do not deserve. But they're saying God has to do something about it because He's God. And main logic people use is God is love. Please revisit chapter 12 review and J.I. Packer's book. He has a detailed discussion about truly how to understand the love of God. And Packer also elaborated here, God does not owe His grace to anyone to stop justice taking its course. Just is one of His characters as well. So Ephesians chapter 2 has a very clear statement about our salvation and God's grace. It says, "For by grace you have been saved through faith." And this is not your own doing. It's not your own doing. It is a gift of God. Remember, there's a definition. One of the definitions was the gift. The gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. If it's based on my work and my own wisdom, then I can say something about it. But the Bible is clear that it's not from you. It's the gift of God which comes from Him, and that's His grace. But please don't forget that we are here, depending on how you look at this passage, for good works. If you look at here, it says, "For we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them." Depending on how you look at it, it's most likely His good work, but there's work involved in our lives. And Packer ends the chapter with this question: do you claim to know the love and grace of God in your own life? This might be the question that we may have to ask every day and reflect on our lives. If we truly believe the love and grace of God are upon us because of Him, not because of us, not because we did something good, then that'll change our entire attitude towards our life and towards others around us. Let's always remember this, that these are from God. And have a blessed day and happy Bible study, everyone. Thank you.